Hey everybody, if we haven't met yet, it's Melanie, Director of Hair Adoptions. Just wanted to send out a quick video giving you a little bit of update about Renaissance, ideal schedules, model schedules, and how that's going. I sent out some video communication before. I'm sure you've heard bits and pieces from your facilitator, but a few of you firsthand have experienced ideal schedules. So let's first congratulate the teams that are in model and have gone through the process. And so let's just, John's team, Nikki's team, David's team, Avanti's team, and I know Marcy's team is almost there. So congratulations to those of you who received promotions. We appreciate the time that it took for you to chat with your facilitator, and many of you probably had some interaction with Farah around this. For those of you that are just getting started in this process, basically what will happen is you'll have some conversation with your facilitator, potentially Farah, but you'll be receiving a job offer that talks about, here's the role, whether it's a Life Guide 1, Life Guide 2, or Life Guide 3. Here's what that means. Here's the schedule that is attached to that role. And so you would actually get a job offer. You would get a new job description with the Life Guide 1, 2, or 3 title. And then you would get an effective date. So, we're trying to do that and align it with a pay period, the start of a pay period. So, they'll have a conversation and let you know that starts on the 1st or that starts on the 15th. And we'll get everybody in line, and then your schedules will officially change on that effective date. And maybe it's not a big schedule change, but what you were offered, that would start on that effective date. So we do have 4 teams identified for April that we're going to be meeting with and getting into model. So really exciting. It's going really well. And if we keep going on this pattern, we'll be able to offer, some new incentives. We've mentioned before looking at certain factors that we would kind of measure each month and, be able to offer an incentive program on top of the increased rates of pay when you accept your new position. So I just want to touch on some of those metrics, if you will, the things that we're going to be measuring and paying attention to. I want to talk to you about them now because when we start launching that incentive, these things will be connected. So these are our metrics that we're currently measuring that Farah and I are pushing hard on the CSFs to get our percentage of completion or success up. And they have specific numbers and goals that they're working towards. And you're going to feel them talking to you about it because they're feeling pressure from us. These are things that we've identified that are really, really important. So we're looking at retention because that affects all of us, right? We are looking at all hands and making sure 100% of people complete the all hands process. But the 3 things that you might be feeling some pressure around and that we need to really focus in on and get some improvement are, first, our electronic time cards. We have improved a lot. So I want to, congratulate everybody because we really have seen improvement on electronic time cards, but we're not where we need to be. So we're really pushing on the facilitators to make sure that both you and them sign and validate those timesheets. So that's one. The second is your service notes. So we need to have an electronic or a DSN, a daily service note, direct service note, for every shift that you work and for every 24-hour period. So that means if you happen to be working, say a 48-hour, you come in Friday night and you don't leave until Sunday. That's not one DSN. It's technically at least 2, right? Because we need one for every 24-hour period. But if you have a short 2-hour shift on one day and you come back the next day and you do an 8-hour shift, I need a DSN for that short shift and I need a DSN for that other shift. So we need a DSN for every shift that you work. But if you're doing, say, a long shift that's consecutive where you have sleep hours, IHSS, and premium hours, and they're all connected and consecutive, that would be one DSN. If it's just an overnight shift, we still need a DSN. So you're gonna feel some pressure around DSNs. That's really important. It's something that we actually get audited on by the regional center, but it is really important that we're capturing what support we're providing, and it's good information for us so we know, we can see trends, see how people are doing, see progress that people are making. So anyway, DSNs. The last one is medications, and what we're really trying to hone in right now, obviously we don't want any medication errors. That is our top priority. But we're also trying to prevent the missed medication alerts that are going off, because it requires a lot of time and follow-up and documentation when we get a missed med alert. So the facilitator or the person on call has a whole range of steps that they have to complete and that they have to submit back to us when one of those missed med alerts is received. So, we have a window that's created, and we're really focusing on all of us paying attention to what that window is and administering the med on time so that we don't have to do all of those other steps. And all of this is to prevent a potential medication error. If you have questions about any of those metrics, talk to your facilitators, but I'm sure you're already feeling that from them because we're pushing them to make some progress on all of these metrics. If you have any questions about ideal schedules and how that's going, or you have questions about any of these metrics, you can reach out to your facilitator first, or you can always reach out to Farah and I. But we really appreciate all the work that everybody's putting into this, and super exciting to see this get implemented, and looking forward to being able to attach some incentives to it. Hopefully early summer, we'll get to that place. So. All right, that's enough for today. See you guys later.